Hey guys, Phil here from Studio 44. We have another house cleaning episode for you. The purpose of this video was to get a few stadiums out of the way. Not out of the way, but you know what I mean. A couple of 23 stadiums. Some of these stadiums fell through the cracks again, and I'm so sorry. Please don't be afraid to remind me in a new post. Hey, Phil, you never showed my stadium. This is it. This is my game tag. Throw it out there. I feel terrible for Dodger Blue 55. For some reason, it keeps happening to him because I remember the first couple stadiums I showed to him, it took forever to see. So, yeah, I apologize. I don't know why that's happening, but yeah, if you have a stadium you want me to show, please by all means, stadium name in the comments with your gamer tag. Even if you've already posted it, you're not bugging me. You're not annoying me. And I'm not purposely ignoring anyone. Trust me on that. So, as far as housekeeping goes, I do have a couple of stadiums that I showcased in the live video, but it was an hour and a half long, so I don't know how many of you stuck to the end if you didn't see it live. So I'm going to bust out those stadiums again. And I also have from Al Pickles. He gave me two stadiums that he said he kind of threw together last minute, and he offered them up for the Tinker Challenge. So I'll showcase those, and if you want to hit up his page, you can download them, tinker with it, re-upload it, and see what people think. So I'll have those stadiums for you soon. So once again, I have rambled on. Here we go. Okay, I wanted to start things off with the three stadiums that I showed in that live stream that I did, just to not necessarily get them out of the way, but you know what I mean. Show them again real quick and then move on to some new stuff. Dawsa Field, R&J City, North Carolina, altitude of 2,000 feet, 1909. This was given to us by Ray Ratliff, who is now known as Ray Raider 3. I guess he changed his online ID, so we'll have to remember that. I love left field over here. The short plaza level seating brought down to the field level, and then the big signs and the scoreboard and the lights. And then across the street, we have the Cubs buildings with, oh, this is custom. That's right. I remember this now. Custom bleachers on top. And then across the street, we got more of the same that look really good. Western Metal Supply building filled up with people. Now we can put real people in there, standing people. Yay. The field itself looks very old school. I like the second deck over here right next to the batter's eye. It's a perfect batter's eye, again, for an old school stadium. And then very Yankee Stadium-esque with the three decks out here and right. Using this guy here, or is it this guy here, to act as pillars. Well, it looks like it should be down there. Oh, can't move it because of memory. But yeah, Ray gave us three stadiums for the Stadium Creator Challenge. So if you're subscribed and for whatever reason the poll's not showing up for you, all you have to do is look at my channel, go to my channel, and then scroll over to the community tab. Click on that, and then all the polls should be right there. So please vote for Stadium of the Year. I'll leave them up there as long as possible. I don't want to drag this on too long because we got the new version of the game out, and I'm sure people are excited to get into that, even though there's not much new. I did notice that the laser ribbon was brighter, kind of matching the laser ribbon that's kind of already built into the plaza level seating. They do have the standing room fans, and they do have a couple little props here and there. Nothing to get excited about, really, but, you know, it's the new version of the game, and people can throw standing room fans into their existing stadiums, so that could be fun. The other thing I noticed, I posted this in my community also, my community posts. Last year, I noticed that they did an update about a month into the new game, so maybe we'll get something similar to that. Maybe they just wanted to concentrate on some of the other stuff first, get that out and make sure that's done. You know, some of the more popular features, make sure that was completed, and some of the newer features. And then hopefully a month into the game, they'll give us an update with some new props. I mean, I don't think we can count on any major changes like bullpens and distances on the walls, but maybe we'll get some new number props or some new stands or something. I don't know. We'll see. But Archmage had a great idea, and I'll bust out that idea in the next stadium. This stadium comes to us from our good buddy Murph075. I did showcase this on that hour and a half long live stream that I did. It's called Beaver Field at Portland Park. He built it for the Portland Beavers. This guy builds so many stadiums in so little time that he told me he forgot. He told me he forgot about this one, so he wanted to make sure I got it in. It's in Portland, Oregon, max altitude, built in 2007, and I freaking dig it. I mean, how do you not? You got this big, huge hill out there with the stands chilling out in there. You got the Beaver Lodge back here with some more outdoor concessions. Again, how cool is the stadium going to look when you got all these people hanging out here? Like I said, I mean, the one thing that we got is freaking huge. So huge. So glad to have it. You got the sectioned off seating right here using the brick wall, which I dig. Oh, I like it when you have your little entrances in here. That's fun. Got a flipped around anomaly, which I dig. As the batter's eye, more restaurant seating above the batter's eye. More sectioned off seating. Hall of Fame sign. This area looks good. This highlighted area is great. That little yellow sticking out. That's a great idea. And then bury the rest of the building. Super cool looking. You got the Beavers training complex up here. Probably throw some bullpens and field some ground balls and such. Oh, look at this corner. That looks excellent. Whole like kids area capped off with the Just for Kids restaurant or concession stand. Fantastic. Oh, you got the Beaver team offices over here in the corner too. I think we're going to have to keep the Beavers now and find someone else to axe for the Tennessee Dreamers. Oh, look at this. This is a whole custom building. Portland Fieldhouse. Murph always has these awesome little sports complexes that he puts together. This is another one of your better stadiums, Murph. I mean, you have so many, but I put this up there in the top 5, at least. So cool. And the way he built everything gives it look like that, like the stadium's sunken in, like most modern stadiums are. So, excellent, excellent work using this as a walkway to the parking garage. Fantastic, buddy. Murph definitely gave me 3 stadiums to check out for the 23 Stadium Creator or Stadium of the Year. So I can't wait to show those to you and have you guys vote on those. Fantastic. Again, Murph075 with the stadium for the Portland Beavers of the Ricky Davis League. Oh, I didn't even get over here. I remember rushing through this a little bit because it was just getting close to midnight and I wanted to get on as soon as possible and start that live stream. That's a great idea, the layered restaurants over the luxury seats there. All right. Thank you once again, Murph. Now, another thing I noticed in the new version of the game, there's now 4 artificial lights. It started out with 1 in the middle, and then there's 2 here now. And then now there's 4 in the new version of the game. So that might help light some of these stadiums up. I know it can be hard sometimes to light up center field. But Murph Stadium looks fantastic. As always, thank you so much. We're going to move on to another familiar name in Studio 44. Colorado Falls Park in Denver, Colorado. Altitude of 4,000 feet. Built in 2023 by our good buddy Sandman Dan. Now, he had already given me 3 stadiums to look at, but I think maybe he needs to plug this one in. This one is so compact, so good, so fun. I love how he redecorated this waterfall using the green or the grass instead of the brick. Looks amazing, very natural. And then you got it symmetrical over here with the pine trees. And, he's got this cool concourse area with trees right in the middle. concession stands, a glove with the pinwheel in the middle of it. This one is phenomenal. We have the anomaly out here in left field, hiding under some, hiding behind the wall. Ballpark eats, curving it right around. Hey, look what we got here. Sewell 21 and Studio 44. Yep, I remember him telling me about that and seeing it in the live stream. Thanks for the shout out, buddy. Oh, this one looks great too. I don't remember seeing this one last time. Oh, so good, Dan. So good. And then he told me in the comments of the live stream that he did put one in the up at the grill house. So you got some fun targets. Oh, and I remember liking this too, the walkway, and then the luxury seating kind of attached right to it. Fantastic. Dan's one of my favorites. Well lit, very well lit. No problem lighting up center field here. Excellent, excellent work. I like this little deck back here in building. Colorado Falls Park. Again, I did showcase this stadium in my live stream, so I didn't want to spend too much time here, but I think this was one of the last stadiums, or one of the last things I did before I called it a night that night, so I did want to give it another look so you guys could see it. And again, it's got some great places where you can throw some fans right in here especially, and then you can have guys in line at the nachos and hot dog stand. It's going to be great. So, Dan, thank you for the stadium. It looks great. We're going to move on. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, we have a new creator here in this video. This comes to us from Russian Waffle, James Oglethorpe Field. It's in Savannah, Georgia, altitude of 100 feet, built in 1952, so it's got an old school feel to it. Oh, this is cool out here, this building with the scoreboard on it. Yeah. Another tip, guys, if you're submitting a stadium, please remember to include skips and stuff. In the request, he said his name was Russian Space Waffle, and I couldn't find his username under that. So I released the waffle and just tried to see if I could find Russian. So I was able to find it. The name was actually connected. So yeah, if you could help me out and make sure that that's correct in the comments, it'll save me a lot of time. I really appreciate it. But man, look at this awesome stadium. I love this corner over here with the concessions. That looks really, really good. The corners are always tough. It's got a little minor league feel to it, and it's perfect for an old school minor league stadium. Russian Waffle, I love it. He's got the no grass pattern in the infield, which is perfect. Makes sense. Got some trees out here. A little village that you can see from batter's box, some construction going on in the distance. This is fantastic. Russian Waffle, welcome to the page, buddy. It's a small stadium, not a lot, it's pretty simple, but it looks great. I like the little pond out here. Pretty sure you can hit that pond. And this deck kind of curls right around on top of the concession stands and underneath over here. Oh, no, it connects right to. Yeah, all right, yeah. Nice. Got one lonely little door in here. I can't believe they're not fixed in the new version of the game. Of all the things that were left out that we were hoping to have, that's probably my biggest disappointment, that you didn't at least fix the shit that was wrong with the last version of the game. How? How do you let that slide? 21, 22, you could put blue windows next to each other on any stadium you created. Now in 23 and 24, you can't. Now, this is the idea that I was talking about with Arch. I meant to put it in one of the last two stadiums, so I'll bring it up now. He put in a ticket. You can put in a ticket and let them know what things are wrong. Maybe if enough of us submitted tickets with some of the shit that's wrong with Stadium Creator, we can get under their skin and say, hey, these guys are a big voice. They have a big say because, we use this tool. There's enough of us that use this tool and we want it fixed. So let's get numbers. Let's get smaller seats. Let's get the windows fixed. I don't think I saw many black spots, but again, I didn't do much investigating in the 24 version of the game yet. So let's get on it. What do you say? Arch and myself, let's try to find a way to get that ticket, how we get a link to that ticket for everyone. We'll let them know that this is the stuff we want. It doesn't seem that difficult. Okay, rant over. Russian Waffle, I'm sorry that it happened to be in your stadium, but fantastic. We're going to turn the lights on real quick, and it looks good. Again, a great minor league feel. We have another new stadium creator joining the community, and we're happy to have you, Russian Waffle. Please feel free to submit more. Thank you so much, and we'll move on for now. The next stadium I'm going to show, next two stadiums I'm going to show, are stadiums from Al Pickles, and he wants you to tinker with them. So let's get in on that. Here we go, St. Clair Park in City, AAA, max altitude, built in 2024. This comes to us from Al Pickles, and he offered it up for the Tinker Challenge. Said he threw these together fairly quickly and wanted to see if anyone else wanted to play around with them and see if they can make them better. But it's already pretty cool. I really like how this is underneath kind of like a building, and he closed off part of it. That looks really good. Is that anomalies or just part of the home run fence? Looks like part of the home run fence, and then it continues on. That looks really good. I like that idea a lot. The other thing I liked a lot was over here where this is kind of overhanging under this hill. The anomaly hill that goes around. Got the parking garage in the background. Scoreboard off-centered. Camden Yards warehouse in the back. Cool park over here in the corner. I like this little building too in the corner with the bleachers on top. Minor league feel, I guess, with only the two decks. Concessions underneath. Looks really good. Parking lot in the corner. Man, I don't know if I want to park here. Seems like there'd be a lot of broken windows over there. You have anomalies under this big deck over here. Looks good. I'm a fan of this guy. I use this guy a lot. I like this little plaza area out here. Very nice. I might take a crack at this one, Al. I like it a lot. Using the tablecloth. You don't see much tablecloth. I like the tablecloth, but I hate over here. I don't know why they felt they had to mess that up like that. Do the two darker streaks. Drives me crazy. I don't know why, but it does. This would be my favorite outfield pattern if they just fixed that. All right, Al. Okay, so Al officially put these up for the Tinker Challenge. Do you have ideas for this stadium? Can you get in there and make it... I'm not going to say better because I really like it. You know, this would be a good finished product, but can you make it different? Can you make it good in a different way? There it is. St. Clair Park. Yep, St. Clair Park from Al Pickles. Let's see the other one he wants tinkered with, and we'll call it a video. Here we go, on to Stadium 2 that Al Pickles has submitted to us to see if anyone wants to tinker with it. Westside Park in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Max altitude, built in 2024. And already I like the hill out here in left kind of cut off by this concourse. That looks cool. I like that. That concourse looks very unique. And then he must see, yep, he did. Someone else did this. I saw. I can't remember who it was, but maybe it was Larocco, used the backside of these field level seats to create that fence. That looks really good. Using the Twins anomaly again. I like the fountain out in right center, and it's kind of curled around just like just like the other side. Little scoreboard hanging off this building over here. The warehouse again with a concession stand built in. I dig it. This one has the 3 decks, more concessions underneath. Ooh, the steakhouse. You don't see the steakhouse down the lines very much. I like it. Little curvy stairs over here. Looks really good. Yeah, I mean, he said he kind of threw these together real quick and wanted to offer them up for people to tinker with. What do you guys have in store for him? I like this one. I like them both. Very well lit. Looks great in the dark. Big city in the background. Kind of faced off out here. Oh, yeah, using the... Okay. You don't really see behind the steakhouse very much. That looks really good. Okay. I really like this concourse. I think I have a couple ideas for this one already. Got the knee surgery coming up. I'll have plenty of time to tinker with it. Not going to be doing much of anything else. From what I heard from someone who said they had similar surgery, they're not even going up and down stairs. So I got to like make a temporary bedroom down in the living room area, and I got to bring my green screen and everything else downstairs so I can record videos from Respect the Pick Studios. So I hope to get a lot done. I want to get the Ricky Davis roster done. Normally I get that done in spring break, or at least, like our guys. But the thing is we got to count on other people to make one too, because I don't make guys fast enough. So usually, like I said, what I do is when someone else has a fictional roster, I'll download that. So if you guys know of a fictional roster that's completed, let me know in the comments below so I can use them to plug in Ricky Davis League guys. My problem with a lot of the fictional rosters, though, is I feel like they're from, like what I said, they fast forward, right, into the future where all the major leaguers retire and they have to plug in fictional players. They all have those stupid shirts that go to, like, here, They used to do in the 80s all the time. And, I don't know, just a lot of the guys look stupid. Yeah, that anomaly looks cool built into the Twins batter's eye. Okay, that's Westside Park from Al Pickles. He has asked for you, the Studio 44 viewer, to tinker with it. Do you have any ideas for it? I think I do. And I'm going to try to tinker with it. Can't promise it'll be extremely soon, but I'll get in there. Do you have a stadium you want tinkered with? Leave that stadium name in the comments below. Let me know that that's what you are submitting it for. If you have a stadium you want me to showcase, stadium name and gamer tag in the comments below. Again, please make sure that you leave me exactly what it looks like in the vault. Your username and the stadium name. It makes it very, very helpful for me to find the stadium when I'm looking forward to showcase. Also, if you have a stadium for the RDL stadium search, we're still doing that. Stadium name, gamertag, comments below. And I'm going to stay right on and record the next round of the 23 Stadium of the Year contest. So if you want to join that contest, it's not too late. Send me your 3 favorite or the 3 stadiums you think are the best that you built. I did want to clarify something as far as the creator contest goes. Someone saw Arch's stadiums. All 3 of them were recreations. They're replicas or whatever you want to call them. And the reason I said that I wanted all the stadiums to be original. Everything from that you did by yourself. Okay? And what I meant by that is I don't necessarily want you to download a stadium and tinker with it and say, hey, this is my stadium. I created it, I'd rather see everything done by yourself. The reason I accepted the replicas is because you only have so many tools. You only have so many props. And you have the bullpens on the field, and you have the stupid batter's eyes that you have to include. If you can make a stadium by being creative with the props that you're given and make it look exactly like that frickin' stadium, I consider that being very creative. And that's what Arch does. And that's what he's a master of, is throwing these things together to make it look like the original with the tools that he has. So that's why I accepted the replicas. So if you have a replica, I think Dodger Blue is sending me his Qualcomm Stadium redo. So be on the lookout for that. By all means, send in those 3 stadiums along with your gamer tag, and we'll include it in the stadium challenge. Again, I only have like 30 or so votes on one of the stadiums. That's the most I've gotten on any one of the creators. So please, if you're a subscriber and you are finding that my polls are not just popping up in front of your face, go to my channel, go to the community tab, and then look for the polls and fill them out so we can get as many votes as possible to see whose stadium will end up being the best. Don't forget to check out Respect the Pick. You can see it right here on YouTube, and you can listen to it on any major podcast format. Anywhere you get your podcast, you can find it to listen to on your way to work or while you're out running or jogging or whatever. We're not geniuses. You're not going to get any brilliant insight, but you're going to have fun watching it. We make asses out of ourselves, and it's a lot of fun. So please check that out. Thank you once again for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, ring the bell so you know when stuff like this is going down, when it's coming to you. And let me know what you think about maybe going live to create a stadium together. All right. Thanks again. So long.